What separates people who achieve their goals from those who repeatedly give up? Is it intelligence, money, talent, luck? Sometimes those things matter, but they don't explain everything. Many successful people begin with very little. They face rejection, uncertainty, failure, and financial difficulties. What helps them continue is a combination of clear goals, persistence, disciplined action, and the belief that improvement is possible. Think and Grow Rich explores the connection between mindset, desire, persistence, planning, and achievement. Despite its title, the ideas aren't only about becoming financially wealthy. They are about developing a mindset that turns vague wishes into specific goals and goals into action. The most important lesson is this: you are unlikely to build a different life until you start making different decisions. Let's explore the principles. Chapter 1. Desire gives you direction. Almost everyone wants something: more money, better health, a successful career, a business, a better relationship, more freedom. But simply wanting something isn't enough. A vague desire creates vague action. Saying, "I want to become successful," doesn't tell you what to do tomorrow. A stronger approach is to define exactly what you want. How much do you want to earn? What skill do you want to develop? What kind of business do you want to build? What lifestyle are you trying to create? The clearer your target becomes, the easier it is to identify the actions required to move toward it. Think of a destination on a map. If you don't know where you're going, every road seems equally reasonable. A clear goal gives your effort a direction. Chapter 2. Believe that improvement is possible. Once you have a goal, you need confidence that progress is possible. This doesn't mean blindly believing that everything will work out. Real confidence comes from taking action, learning, adjusting, and becoming more capable. For example, someone who wants to become a successful salesperson may initially lack confidence. But after studying communication, practicing conversations, learning from rejection, and improving their approach, confidence naturally grows. Action creates evidence. Evidence creates confidence. Confidence encourages more action. This creates a positive cycle. Your beliefs matter because they influence what you attempt. If you believe failure means you are incapable, you'll quit quickly. If you see failure as information, you can use it to improve. Chapter 3. Turn ideas into plans. A goal without a plan is only an intention. Suppose you want to build a YouTube channel. Saying, "I want a successful channel," isn't enough. You need a plan. What topic will you cover? Who is your audience? How often will you publish? How will you improve your videos? What skills do you need? How will you measure progress? A plan doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, your first plan probably won't be. The purpose of planning is to give yourself a starting direction. Then reality teaches you what needs to change. Successful people don't necessarily have perfect plans. They are willing to create a plan, act on it, learn from the results, and improve it. Chapter 4. Knowledge becomes powerful when applied. Education is valuable, but information alone doesn't create results. You can read 50 books about business and never start one. You can watch hundreds of fitness videos and never exercise. You can study investing for years and never create a sensible financial plan. Knowledge becomes valuable when it changes your behavior. Instead of asking, "How much do I know?" ask, "What am I doing with what I know?" Focus on useful knowledge. Learn skills that solve real problems. Then apply them repeatedly. The goal isn't to collect information. The goal is to become more capable. Chapter 5. Use your imagination. Most achievements begin as an idea. Before someone builds a company, there is an idea. Before an invention exists, someone imagines it. Before a book is written, there is an idea in someone's mind. Imagination allows you to see possibilities that don't exist yet. You can combine existing ideas in new ways. You can imagine a better process. You can think about problems differently. This doesn't mean every idea will succeed. Most won't. But you only need a few good ideas combined with strong execution to create meaningful results. Don't limit yourself to what currently exists. Ask, what could be possible? Chapter 6. Persistence separates winners from quitters. One of the most important principles is persistence. Many people stop when results don't appear quickly. They try something for a few weeks. Nothing happens. They decide it doesn't work. Then they move to something else. The problem is that success often has a delayed response. A business may take years to become profitable. A skill may take months of practice before improvement becomes obvious. An investment may require years to compound. A YouTube channel may publish dozens of videos before gaining momentum. Persistence doesn't mean stubbornly repeating the exact same mistake. It means continuing toward the goal while learning and adjusting your methods. Don't confuse changing your strategy with abandoning your goal. Chapter 7. Learn from failure. Failure can feel like proof that you're not capable, but failure can also provide information. Imagine launching a product and getting no customers. Instead of saying, "I'm a failure," investigate. Was the product solving a real problem? Was the price wrong? Was the marketing weak? Was the target audience incorrect? Did people understand the offer? Failure becomes useful when you analyze it. The person who learns from mistakes can eventually become stronger because of them. A setback isn't automatically the end. Sometimes it's feedback. Chapter 8. Control your attention. Your mind is constantly receiving information: news, social media, messages, entertainment, opinions, advertisements. If you allow everything to influence your attention, your goals can quickly become secondary. Successful goal pursuit requires concentration. Know what matters, then protect your attention from things that repeatedly pull you away. This doesn't mean eliminating entertainment. It means deciding when entertainment gets your attention. Your attention is limited. Use it deliberately. Chapter 9. Build a supportive network. You don't have to accomplish everything alone. Other people can provide knowledge, experience, feedback, encouragement, and opportunities. Surround yourself with people who are serious about growth. This doesn't mean avoiding everyone who thinks differently from you. It means spending enough time with constructive people that their influence supports your goals rather than constantly weakening them. A strong network can expose you to ideas you wouldn't discover alone. Sometimes one useful conversation can save months of unnecessary mistakes. Chapter 10. Develop a decision-making habit. Indecision can be expensive. You keep researching. You ask everyone for opinions. You wait for perfect certainty. Meanwhile, time passes. Good decisions don't require knowing everything. They require understanding enough to make a reasonable choice. Gather useful information, consider the risks, choose, then evaluate the result. If you were wrong, adjust. The goal isn't to make every decision perfectly, it's to become better at making decisions over time. Chapter 11. Don't let fear make your decisions. Fear is natural. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing money, fear of criticism, fear of looking foolish. The problem occurs when fear becomes the decision maker. You don't have to eliminate fear before taking action. You can act while feeling uncertain. A student may be nervous before an exam and still study. An entrepreneur may be uncertain about a new business and still test the idea. A creator may fear criticism and still publish the video. Courage doesn't mean feeling no fear. It means refusing to let fear automatically decide your future. Chapter 12. Create a habit of action. Ideas are everywhere. Execution is rare. Two people can have the same business idea. One spends months discussing it. The other creates a simple version, launches it, receives feedback, and improves it. The second person gains something the first person doesn't: real-world information. Action teaches you things that theory cannot. You discover what customers want. You discover what doesn't work. You discover your own weaknesses. You discover unexpected opportunities. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Start with what you have, then improve through action. Chapter 13. Transform setbacks into lessons. Life will not follow your plan perfectly. There will be delays, rejections, mistakes, unexpected expenses, failed projects, people who disappoint you. The question isn't whether problems will appear. The question is how you respond when they do. A setback can make you bitter, or it can make you smarter. You can ask, what is this situation teaching me? Maybe you need better preparation. Maybe you need a different strategy. Maybe your goal needs adjustment. Maybe you need stronger skills. Every setback contains information if you're willing to examine it. Chapter 14. Make your goals stronger than your excuses. Excuses are easy to create. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I'm not talented. People won't support me. I'll start later. Sometimes these concerns are legitimate, but often they become comfortable explanations for avoiding difficult action. Instead of asking why something is impossible, ask, what is the smallest step I can take right now? Maybe you can't build the entire business today, but you can research the market. Maybe you can't become an expert this month, but you can study for 30 minutes. Maybe you can't transform your finances overnight, but you can start tracking your spending. Small actions destroy excuses because they create movement. Chapter 15. Build a long-term mindset. Many people make decisions based on immediate rewards. They choose comfort today and sacrifice their future. Long-term thinking reverses the question. Instead of asking, what do I want right now? Ask, what will my future self be grateful that I did today? Studying, saving, exercising, learning, building relationships, creating useful work. These activities may not always be exciting, but they can create enormous value over time. Your future is influenced by the habits you repeat today. Practical lessons you can apply. 1. Choose a clear goal. Write down exactly what you're trying to achieve. 2. Create a plan. Break the goal into smaller actions. 3. Start before you're ready. Use action to develop confidence. 4. Learn useful skills. Focus on knowledge that can be applied. 5. Protect your attention. Reduce distractions that repeatedly steal your time. 6. Expect setbacks. Don't interpret every failure as the end. 7. Stay persistent. Adjust your strategy without abandoning your purpose. 8. Build good relationships. Learn from people who have knowledge and experience. 9. Make decisions. Don't wait forever for perfect certainty. 10. Keep moving. Even small progress is better than endless planning. Final lesson. The most important message isn't that thinking alone will make you rich. Thoughts must eventually become decisions. Decisions must become actions. Actions must become habits. And habits must be maintained long enough to create meaningful results. A goal gives you direction. Desire gives you energy. Planning gives you structure. Knowledge gives you capability. Persistence keeps you moving. Failure gives you feedback. And action turns possibility into reality. You don't need to know exactly how your entire future will unfold. You only need enough clarity to take the next meaningful step. Start with one goal. Make it specific. Create a simple plan. Take action. Learn from what happens. Improve your approach. Then continue. Years from now, your results will not come from one extraordinary moment. They will come from the ordinary actions you repeatedly chose when nobody was watching. Think clearly. Choose deliberately, act consistently, and give your goals enough time to grow.